New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video. There is no audio.
Come on, people, keep up, keep up, keep up. We got in this room, we go from room to room. This is what made Bad Boy. We go from room to room up in this bitch. Oh, who's this?
No.
Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? Say what's up to the people.
Hi, people.
Say what's up to the people.
That shit is bright.
Say what's up to people.
Hey, people.
That's Cass right there. She's in the vocal booth doing what she gotta do. Come on, come on, come on. We working. We just some young black men and women working, doing legal work.
And you are asking yourself, after watching that hotel surveillance footage from 2016, why had it not come out until now? According to Cassie, the victim in that footage, in the lawsuit that she filed last year against Diddy, she claims that Diddy paid the hotel to get that footage, gave them $50,000, and problem solved.
Diddy is done, y'all, and it's about time. So there's this new surveillance video that just dropped showing Diddy putting his hands on Cassie in the worst way. And it's literally sickening. At this point, just put that demon under the jail and be done with it. So the footage was recorded back in 2016, and it shows the aftermath of an incident that Cassie described in her lawsuit filed back in November. The disturbing video shows Diddy grabbing, throwing, and kicking Cassie while she lies helpless on the ground. This graphic video posted by CNN seems to back up some of the things Cassie claimed in her November lawsuit. And according to CNN, the footage was recorded on March 5th, 2016 at the now closed InterContinental Hotel in LA. And to think back to how so many people called Cassie every name in the book back when she filed the lawsuit, accusing her of lying and going after Diddy's money, I'm literally sick to my stomach. And whatever punishment Diddy ends up getting, it won't be enough.
According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye, which according to the lawsuit, prompted Ventura to try and leave the hotel room. The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint says as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her.
So I stood with Cassie even before seeing this evidence, but I am completely shaken by this new surveillance video. Diddy punching her in the head, throwing her to the floor, and kicking her and dragging her. This is exactly why you should believe victims when they speak up.
And now there is this new video that's emerged of the rapper seen with his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. This is it, and we want to warn you, it's disturbing. Not just the fact that he's coming down practically naked in a towel. Yeah, that's what he does right there. The video was obtained exclusively by CNN, and it shows the rapper and producer running after his girlfriend there, Ventura, down the hallway at a hotel in Los Angeles in 2016. He's shoving her, kicking her, and then dragging her down the hallway. Leading us off this hour.
In another part of the video, Cassie is seen trying to use the hotel phone, but Diddy runs up to her and is later seen throwing what appears to be a glass vase in her direction.
Still am outraged. I am disgusted at the actions of Sean Combs. No one should ever have to experience this. And then also too, no one should have to relive this, having to see this video footage all over again. Cassie had filed paperwork and a lawsuit against Sean Combs detailing the of their relationship, detailing the toxic nature of their relationship.
Now, Cassie described this disturbing incident in her November lawsuit, but the surveillance footage hadn't been seen publicly until now. And that's because Diddy reportedly paid the hotel $50,000 to give him the video. So in her lawsuit, Cassie describes how in or around March 2016, during a freak-off at the InterContinental Hotel in Century City, Los Angeles, Mr. Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye. According to the lawsuit, Cassie waited until Diddy fell asleep and tried to leave the hotel room. What in the Tina Turner? But as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. He grabbed at her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her, causing glass to crash around them as she ran to the elevator to escape. The lawsuit then goes on to describe how after Diddy's vicious attack, Cassie managed to leave. But upon realizing that her running away would cause Mr. Combs to become even more angry with her and completely stuck in this vicious cycle of abuse, Miss Ventura returned to the hotel with the intention of apologizing for running away from her abuse. Now let's talk about how this hotel is 100% complicit in this, because according to Cassie's lawsuit, when she returned to the hotel, security staff urged her to get back into a cab and go to her apartment, suggesting that they had seen the security footage showing Mr. Combs beating Miss Ventura and throwing glass at her in the hotel hallway. But the lawsuit claims that Diddy ended up paying the InterContinental Century City $50,000 for the hallway security footage from that evening. Following this incident, Cassie said that she left her home in Comstock and went to hide away at a friend's home in Florida. But according to the lawsuit, James Cruz, president of Bad Boy Management, tracked Miss Ventura down and told her that her single would not be released if she did not answer Mr. Combs' phone calls. And then Cassie received another call from a woman who worked at Sony Music, and she gave her a similar ultimatum. The lawsuit goes on to say, incredibly, Mr. Combs even convinced one of his attorneys to call Miss Ventura at this time. This lawyer told Miss Ventura that it's in your best interest to call Mr. Combs back. Each time Miss Ventura tried to run away, Mr. Combs and his powerful network would force her back to him. According to Cassie, Diddy kept such a tight hold over her life that it irreparably damaged her friendships, and she was left virtually with no support system. The lawsuit states, seeing the extreme measures Mr. Combs took to keep a tight hold on Miss Ventura and isolate her from her support network, and having experienced the repercussions of rejecting his demands, Miss Ventura felt that saying no to Mr. Combs would cost her something: her family, her friends, her career, or even her life. But believe it or not, it only got worse from there. The lawsuit goes on to describe how Cassie tried to leave Diddy again in September 2018, but Diddy then forced himself into her apartment and her. It was after this horrifying incident that Cassie was finally able to make a run for it, and it was reportedly her now husband and former personal trainer Alex Fine who helped her escape Diddy. Now, as for this shocking surveillance footage that just dropped, Cassie and her husband refused to comment on it. But Cassie's lawyer, Douglas H. Wigdor, issued a statement to CNN saying, "The gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs. Words cannot express the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura has shown in coming forward to bring this to light." As for Diddy, CNN reached out to his representatives for comment. But of course, they've suddenly gone mute after Diddy spent the last few months posting on Instagram like nothing was going on. After Cassie's lawsuit made headlines last year, Diddy was quick to deny everything, and he shared this message on Instagram saying, "Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth." Diddy continued to share random posts on Instagram for months, and even after his houses were raided by Homeland Security, he kept pushing that BS Love Act and sharing motivational speeches, including this one narrated by none other than Bishop T.D. Jakes. And all I'm gonna say about this is, if you know, you know.
Not hysterical, not frantic, not anxious, not fretful, but steady in the storm. Looks bad, looks tough, but remain steady in the storm.
But Diddy didn't stop there. Just days ago, he posted a message on IG that read, "Time will tell." And time told. courtesy of this video. And then the next day he shared a photo with his youngest child, daughter, Love, probably trying to get some sympathy before the surveillance video dropped. As if these IG posts weren't pathetic enough, Diddy's ignorant son, Christian, decided to open his big mouth and dropped a diss track called Pick a Side, defending his dad and dissing 50 Cent for trolling Diddy. Now, King Combs has to be slow because this man may have accidentally snitched on his daddy by taunting the feds in this little diss track and claiming they should have checked the house next door when they were raiding Diddy's property back in March. He raps, and I use the word raps very loosely. Knock them walls down like when them Fetty boys run in both our cribs. Too bad they ain't know we bought the one next door, cause that's the one they missed. And then King goes on to explain that his daddy was on the G6 getting a lineup while his houses were getting raided.
Knock them walls down like when them Fetty boys ran in both our cribs. Too bad they ain't know we bought the one next door, cause that's the one they missed.
By the way, Christian Combs is facing his own lawsuit for allegedly SAing a woman on a yacht back in 2022. And let's just hope he joins his dad behind bars really soon. Now, all jokes aside, it's so sad that this surveillance video of Diddy kicking and dragging Cassie had to be exposed for some people to finally take her allegation seriously. Over the past few months, folks on the internet were too busy cracking gay jokes and dragging their favorite rappers for supposedly freaking off with Diddy. And it's like everyone forgot that Diddy literally tortured and raped Cassie. Not to mention, Diddy is also facing lawsuits from multiple other victims over disturbing incidents going all the way back to the 90s. So what's next for Diddy now? Well, at this point, there's almost no doubt that he will be arrested very soon. And if you ask me, just based on this new video of Diddy and Cassie, I sincerely hope Diddy never sees the light of day again. As for fans, here are some of the wishes they have for Diddy. Someone said, the fact that Diddy has daughters of his own and made a choice to treat someone else's daughter like that, I hope he burns in hell. And if he's reincarnated, I hope he dies young and goes back to hell. Another person wrote, I'm not engaging with that video, but Diddy needs to be tied to 4 horses that run off in 4 different directions, and then a 5th horse needs to stomp on whatever is left behind. And another fan added, Diddy is the kind of person for which you sanction medieval torture, and I am not joking even one bit. Jail is too easy, death too easy. He deserves to suffer psychologically, physically, emotionally, everything for the rest of his life. But let's hear your thoughts on this situation now that Cassie has been vindicated for all the people who doubted her. And what kind of punishment do you think would be fitting for what Diddy did to Cassie and probably many of his other victims? Comment down below and make sure you stick around for this next story.